Hello, everyone. It's your girl Coco Divine, and I'm back again. I'm done. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to dedicate a part 2 to Cheslie Kryst because this story is just so unfortunate, so sad, so heartbreaking, and there are so many aspects to the story, and I think the main reason for that is because Cheslie did not leave a reason behind why she did what she did. And also she didn't show any outward signs to anyone, and she appeared to be so happy and just fun-loving, full of joy. She seemed to have it all together. She was living the life of every girl's dream. She was a true life princess. And it's just sad to me because one of the things that really stuck out to me in an article that she wrote for Allure magazine, she said that she cringed at the thought of turning 30. And she also felt like she was running out of time to matter in the eyes of society. Now, those are very, very dark words. And it's really sad because the main thing to take from that is society makes us feel that way when it's so far from the truth. Age is nothing but a number, and we should not be defined by how many years we've been on this earth, but we should define ourselves by the impact that we leave upon this earth. No matter if you're 5 years old or you're 50,005 years old, it should not matter. Age is a construct. Time is a construct. And there is no limit to your potential. There is no limit. The only thing limiting us is ourselves. That's it. And you know what the anti-agent or the fountain of youth is? The fountain of youth is good health, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, working out, exercising to keep your body at its optimal peak and best at all times, no matter what your age. Working out and eating correctly. I'm not saying that you have to eat a strict diet every freaking single day. No, you do have to have those moments where you cheat on your diet or you don't eat so well. The thing is, you don't continue on that slope of eating poorly. You pick yourself up and you're like, okay, I had cheesecake, I had chocolate cookies, and I had red velvet last 3 days. Okay, I'm done with that. Back to, eating healthy. It's all about balance in life. And a lot of people, especially women, we don't have balance. We don't have structure because we're all over the place. And that's a part of that high functioning depression that Cheslie was suffering from. And if you saw my first video about this topic, I'm going to call it now part 1 because I wasn't planning on doing another video about this, but there's so many different aspects. And I just wanted to touch on that age thing because I'm way older than Cheslie. I'm pushing 50, but people always tell me that I look like I'm, in my early 30s or my late 20s. And let me tell you, black don't crack, but you do have to make sure that you take care of your physical body because it does. Your age starts to show with how late you stay out. If you're at the club every freaking weekend or whatever, you don't get to sleep. You don't get enough hours of sleep and rest to properly restore and regenerate your physical body. It's going to start to show and manifest. If you don't drink enough water, your skin is not going to be clear. Your hair is not going to grow as much and be as healthy. There are so many different aspects to self-love that we women really need to just pay more attention to, not only in ourselves, but in our sisters, in our moms, in our aunties, in our cousins, in our co-workers, whoever. We need to really band together and come back together to sisterhood and womanhood and really taking care of and nurturing one another and ourselves. Because right now, the world as you know it is different from how it was even 20 years ago, and definitely how it was 50 years ago. So the modern woman today, even if you're not of the younger generation, like I'm, not of the the newer generation, but I do keep up with trends. I do keep up with what is going on with the younger generation and the younger minds. And I try to formulate and transfer that into how I can articulate that and how I can improve upon the things that I see that need to be changed in the world or in womanhood and as a whole. And I think if we all start doing that individually and collectively, that we would change the dynamic that we have right now with the horrible dating scene, with the lack of respect for women from men, and especially in the melanated community. I think if we stop the arguing and finger pointing and turn this around as a self-improvement and self-love mission, and we continue to work on ourselves individually and to help each other collectively, then the world around us is going to start changing and conforming to what we are doing as a whole. And that's why I wanted to dedicate not only these videos, the first two of my new channel, Coco Divine, to Cheslie Kryst, but I want this to continue to be a thing, because I really feel like she just really needed someone to really be there, to really love her, to really talk to her, to kiss her on her forehead and tell her everything is going to be okay, darling. It's going to pass. You're not going to have good days every day, but it's hard when you're depressed, because I know how it is. If you looked at the first video, I showed a video that I did last year of myself and how I felt in a funk. And I said in that video, I felt one step away from being suicidal. I felt like my world was over. I felt like I was irrelevant. I felt like I was too old. I felt like I didn't have anything new to contribute. And, I'm pretty sure that those demons that, the same ones that she was facing. But it's a lot harder when your mental capacity is just exhausted and spent and you really feel like you have nowhere else to turn. I just really feel sad for her because, like I said, I've been in her shoes and I have attempted to take my life before, but I was not successful. I think because I was on some punk ass shit of taking pills, and I tried slitting my wrist, but it hurt too bad. So I didn't really go through. I can laugh about it now, but during those times, it was really not a laughing matter. But I just really feel sad, and I really wish, like, my spiritual self is like, I just feel myself on that rooftop with her, talking her down, or just jumping and grabbing her and holding her close. It just breaks my heart. And this is just really, really sad. And I just really hope that we can all take something from this. I don't want this girl to have lost such a beautiful life for no reason, just because of how she was feeling in that moment. Or maybe this has been a long time thing that she was dealing with. A lot of depression starts from your younger years, from your adolescence or early childhood, and it follows you through your life, and then things that continue to happen to you as you get older only compound to those feelings that you've had for years and years and years. And I know this because I have experienced it and I have went through it. I have gone through it. So that's why this is really a touching or I guess like a triggering topic for me, like I said, because I have been there and I know what it's like. And I know that there are so many other women feeling the same or have been in the same situation. So now it is our time to speak out, because I feel like that's what Cheslie would have wanted us to do. And I never knew her personally, and sad to say I didn't, because she seemed like she was such a wonderful just personality. And like I said, I really see so much of myself in her, as beautiful as she was. And even winning Miss USA, I could still see in her eyes her insecurities within herself. And I could see in her eyes and some of her mannerisms and certain things that she said, excuse me, in certain aspects, remind me so much of myself, because everybody around you is complimenting you, telling you you're great, you're this, you're that. But we don't know how to take compliments sometimes, because we're our worst critic and we're always self-critiquing. And a lot of times, if we don't say anything about what our weaknesses are or our insecurities are, no one would ever know. Just take the compliment. If somebody tells you, oh, girl, I love your hair. Your hair is so pretty. And then you come back with, oh, well, thank you. Yeah, well, I didn't wash it and I got dandruff. And yeah, I have alopecia, so I'm covering this bald. Like, if you just shut your mouth, accept the compliment, keep it pushing, work on the things that you can. Everybody has flaws. No one is perfect. But just find joy in little things. And that's how we can get through the psychosis, all of these psychiatric problems that we are undiagnosed with, because that is what is going on. There's a lot of mental illness in America today. And it's not just today. It's been for many, many years. But now we need to start addressing it. We need to start talking about it. We need to stop being ashamed of saying, yes, I have therapy, or I go to see a therapist. I talk to a counselor. There is nothing wrong with that, and that's what we need so desperately, because it's not only just Cheslie that has done this. There's so many other people, men and women, that we will never know about because they aren't celebrities and they aren't in the limelight like that. But there are families who've lost their family members to suicide. It's not something that's uncommon, but yeah, it does happen. And you know, I'm sad that it happened to her, but maybe, you know, she was too good for this world. And now the way that she passed is going to help so many other people. I'm just trying to find a positive light in this story, because it is so, so sad. So can we just please use this as an opportunity to honor Cheslie in every opportunity that we get, by addressing our mental health, checking on all of our friends and family, and just being better women all the way around. And that's how we can, each and every one of us, be our own Miss Universe, because we are the mothers of the universe. And I love each and every one of you so, so much. Please like and subscribe to Coco Divine channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, and I'm going to have so many things coming up in the works. And I really want you guys to be a part of this journey. And I just want to take this moment to say thank you so much, Cheslie. Thank you for all that you were and that you have done for us. And I'm going to do everything I can to honor your memory and to honor you. And you're going to be my spiritual best friend right now. We're going to be spiritual BFFs. Because, like I said, I see so much of myself in you, and I'm just going to do everything that I can to make sure that nobody ever forgets you. Okay, love you guys, love yourself. Peace, love, and light. Mwah.